The first set of new wave Malayalam cinema of the early 70s is indebted to Chitrulekha Film Cooperative, and the second wave to Odessa Collective when John Abraham started it in Cochin in 1984. Like the Chitrulekha Film Cooperative, Odessa Collective also worked on a model of alternative network for exhibition and distribution over and above non-traditional modes of production. It was the audience who became producers of people's cinema instead of being passive consumers. John Abraham's Amma Ariyan, in English, Report to Mother, in 1986, is the first film that is made from the collective. Unfortunately, it is also Abraham's last before his tragic accidental death in 1987. The film has a complex multi-layered structure, and yet it has a fluidic simplicity that flows serenely with the narrative progression. Purushan is a young man who is ready to go to Delhi, though he is not willing wholeheartedly to undertake the journey. On his way, Purushan encounters a dead man who has apparently committed suicide in the mountains of Wayanad. To Purushan, the man seems familiar, and he decides to abandon his original journey and embark on a new one, to first discover the dead man's identity and then to find his mother out to convey the news. In this journey, Purushan, in a voiceover occasionally, narrates the incidents and their journey in the form of an open letter to his mother. As he traverses through the length of Kerala, from Wayanad in the north to Kochi in the south, he is joined by several men who knew the deceased in varying capacities. Their journey by road and through the mesmeric water bodies of Kerala throw up vignettes of moments that are memorable, interweave into a brilliant tapestry of fictional documentation of the geography of Kerala overlaid with its recent political history. Like the recurrent mother archetype in his mentor Ritwik Ghatak's films, in Amma Ariyan, Abraham places the mother as the origin of strength for these wandering youthful men. The mothers, Muslim, Hindu and Christian, mostly shown as widows, are unemotional though concerned. Their pale, slender forms underline the emotional strength they provide to their sons. More importantly, they are witnesses of the societal changes of the contemporary Kerala, not as mute spectators, but as usherers who support men in revolution. In the quest for evaluating the politics of the contemporary, Amma Ariyan recalls Ghatak's Jukti Tokko or Goppo. However, whereas Ghatak is interested in an individual's journey as a reflection of a race's political dilemma and digress, Abraham's objective is to show the authority in collaboration of the collective. The geographical journey in the film is juxtaposed with the historical flashbacks of an emotional excursion of the different acquaintances or friends of the dead man Hari. To achieve this multi-layered narration, apart from dialogues, there are director's own views through a voiceover narration, monologues of Purushan, along with a very thoughtful usage of natural sound and music. In a different way than portrayed in mainstream films in general, in Amma Ariyan, Abraham showcases the importance of music in the Indian psyche and how it works as a cultural bonding agent and also as a driver of social and political statements. While Purushan is the active hero who embarks on the search, accumulating people on the way who are acquaintances of Hari, Hari himself is the passive presence throughout. It is he whose different facets are revealed through the process of search. He being a musician, a part of an extremist movement, a friend of artists and activists across Kerala. That is why the search for his home unveils an examination of Kerala's recent political radicalism that has inadvertently affected all the fellow searchers in different ways. Through flashbacks, we find these men reminiscing their association with Hari and thereby reliving the anxious moments of a political past. The present seems breathtakingly vacuous as the men bear the ruins of a turbulent past. As we realize the impact of state oppression in the present, there is a strike by doctors against privatization of medical colleges and education in general, and relate with the flashbacks, we understand why some of the youth have gone insane, some committed suicide, and many others turned to alcoholism. One character, a middle-aged man, ruse that Marxism is an ideology he embraces, but his need is alcohol, possibly to drown his agonies. In a haunting scene, we find Hari stabbing his tabla with a sword. It is his expression of anger, his voice of resent, before he could take no more and hangs himself to death. The film ends with Purushan breaking the news of Hari's death to the latter's mother. As the camera zooms in fast on her bereaved face from different angles through fast cuts, she exclaims, "His intentions, his hope, I, his mother, couldn't understand them. I cannot even weep." The mothers and the sons in Amma Ariyan evoke an extension of the Christian image of Pietà, wherein the mothers are unable to cradle their sons. And yet, Hari may have redemptive undertones. His suicide may refer to the deliverance of the political youth from errors and shortcomings. In this regard, the film is not only a journey from the individual to the social, from the geographical north to the south, from death to a metaphorical resurrection of Hari, but also a journey of a society from a revolutionary past to a redemptive future. There is desperation in Amma Ariyan and a profound sense of loss, a lamentation for the past and in finding the present as a fragile memory of the previous.